It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Elliott.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And a glance at the man under center at 6'5". He always demands attention. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Nifty move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delayed game,
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Washington going to send out their punter.
As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for the first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit. And wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now to me.
2nd quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hankins sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Robinson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And his kick here is good.
And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Prescott yet again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
To throw on 2nd down, Hankins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holmes. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hankins. Holmes has got it complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Hankins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott.
He gets this one to Burks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd down and 5.
To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Prescott.
It's complete, Burks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it. Sure, and we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Able to connect with Dotson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Hankins throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Robinson.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. fumbled, recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Off play action. Hankins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Prescott now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hankins.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
An extra man here in the secondary from Washington on 3rd down. field. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he's got his big tight end here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over, and the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hankins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards at a time and a new set down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Hankins. Hard throw. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. CeeDee Lamb is intended target,
and that'll bring up second down. Throwing, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
Now Prescott.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run now with Holmes.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Looking to throw. Hankins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they will take a knee here.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So a victory here for the Commanders.